Saida, how do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I have just returned from a visit to Egypt and Palestine. I chanced to have brought with me a few of the very latest styles in native dress. The costume which I have on now is one which is worn by millions of Mohammedan women in the streets. At home, their raiment is very bright and colorful, but on the street, always of this dark material. When first I saw them with their veils, I thought they looked like so many black ghosts, and I saw them moving along in these robes. But when I saw their veils back, I found them to be the most interesting people indeed. Then we went to Palestine. Saida, how do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I have just returned from Egypt and Palestine on our visit to the Holy Land, and I chanced to have brought with me a few of the robes of the latest vogue now being worn on the streets there. The costume which I now have on is one which is worn by millions of Mohammedan women in that land of the mosque and the minaret. When first I saw them with their veils over their faces, I thought they looked like so many black ghosts. But later, when I visited them in their homes and saw their veils back, I found them to be the most interesting women indeed. Then we visited Palestine. Unlike the Mohammedan ladies of Egypt and Arabia, the women of Palestine wear the most colorful and gorgeous costumes. The costume which I have on at the moment is the costume of Bethlehem and of the Bethlehemite ladies. While in Jerusalem recently, having the great privilege of visiting, we have just returned from our tour of Bible lands, Arabia, Egypt, and Palestine. The modern woman will surely be interested in one of the many costumes which I have brought with me from the Holy Land. The costume which I now wear is one which came from Bethlehem. Doubtless a similar costume has been worn through the centuries, even since the time of the mother of our Lord. We have just returned from a pilgrimage of the Bible lands, Arabia, Egypt, and Palestine, the Holy Sepulchre. During the Holy Week from Good Friday until Easter, I saw thousands of women with costumes such as these. Down there where the thousands of people were surging, one could instantly tell the Bethlehem ladies by this particularly high headdress. All other women wear a similar headdress, but it fits closely over the head. I wish that everyone might have the privilege that came to us of visiting the Holy Land, especially at Easter. Unlike the Mohammedan ladies of Egypt and Arabia, the women of Palestine, particularly of Bethlehem, wear the most gorgeous and colorful costumes. The one which I happen to have on at the moment is a Bethlehem costume, such as has been worn there through the centuries, even before the time of the mother of our Lord. While in Jerusalem during Holy Week, between Good Friday and Easter Sunday morning, Earth's saddest and Earth's gladdest day, I saw hundreds of thousands of costumes. But out of them all, one could tell the Bethlehem ladies by their particularly high headdress. Other women wear a similar headdress, but close to the face. The Bethlehemites could always be told in this manner. I wish that every one of you might someday have that joy of visiting the Holy Land, that land of memories and dreams and tears and color. Oh, we had a wonderful trip to the Holy Land, and I shall never forget it. In Jerusalem, there were hundreds of thousands of pilgrims. Many of them had walked hundreds of miles and with bleeding feet. They came on camels and dromedaries and donkeys, and they were there at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. They stayed day and night. They slept upon the hard, cold floors. One could tell the Bethlehem women at a glance, even among the crowd, recognizing them by their peculiar high headdress. We were there on Good Friday. We saw the tears. We heard the prayers of those thousands of people. We saw them carry in a carpet filled with rose petals, bespeaking the broken body of our Lord, the Rose of Sharon. We were there on Easter Sunday morning. We saw the Holy Sepulchre. The people were waiting for what they called the Holy Fire. Then it came, those great floods of fire from the openings in the sepulchre, and the people lighted their candles, tens and tens of thousands of candles. Oh, how they sang, and they laughed, and they rejoiced, and the whole place was just filled with floods of flame. I can only wish for you all that someday there may come to you the great privilege of visiting Jerusalem on Easter Day.